Okay. I think we're back. Yeah? Looks like it. Cool. Alright, welcome everyone. Tonight's gonna be a weird one. Very interesting. Mostly because I'm still sick. At least I'm on meds now, so that helps a little bit. But also, I'm jumping into a game that I haven't touched in an extremely long time. So I basically waited until the DLCs for this one were like more than 50% off before I even considered getting them. And I'm not even sure I remember how to play the game. Also, I just learned that apparently there are 2 side quests which I need to complete before I even unlock the DLC, and I have no idea if I did them. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So where there's a will and priceless, so at least it's the same 2 quests for both. But now there's a couple of things. You can now change your outward appearance of Clive and his allies, access the hideaways, Airite Stone, to try out this new feature. Oh, motion blur. Why is there motion blur? No, please not. Please not. Okay. Ability sets. Okay, tired of having to manually adjust? I don't know. I don't do it that often. Okay. Very importante. Yes, I did choose story focused because I'm a noob and I am old and my reactions are crap and I don't... I play games for stories. Yes, it's a thing. People do that. Don't be weird. Okay. I have no idea how loud this music needs to be though, but I feel like it's probably a little soft at the moment. Yeah, it can probably go a bit up. So let's just check. That's camera sensitivity. I don't want to change any of those. That's fine. Game mode. Oh, is it because I put it into graphics? I can leave it in... I usually play in frame rate mode. Why is it changed? So voiceovers, effects, those can be high. Music I want to bring down, but then I can bring up the overall volume a little bit. Subtitles, yes, subtitle size is good, speaker names, I think all of that's fine. I'll worry about controller layout and things later. These are things I've unlocked. I can unlock. Oh, I can claim these things. A Buster Sword? Really? I don't think it's better than what I have though. Is it? I don't even remember how to check. So, yeah, anybody who's ever heard me talk about Final Fantasy games knows that this is not one of my favorites. And while I do think it is a really good action-adventure game, I do not think it is a terribly good Final Fantasy game, specifically. Okay, so who do I need to speak to for the quest? I believe...
Clive.
Tara then.
Thank you, Karen.
Just don't dial, right?
You can do this
okay.
too.
Browse the shop. Yeah, so I've got the Ragnarok weapon, 325, 325, 325, and what do we say? These are 160, 160, 160. Yeah, I don't... Other than the look, I don't know what the point is. Okay, so I thought she gives me the quest, which means I need to figure out who to speak to get the actual quests. Is there a way for me to see... Where's my journal? Side quests, main scenario progress, completed quests. Okay, I'm looking for side quests. So the two that they mentioned were Priceless, which I didn't complete, and Where There's a Wool, which I also didn't complete. Can I see these quests on the map? No. No. I think all those quests are here, though. Weird little hop step.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. I borrowed them to... My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
So this is on...
Of course.
Balance.
I can only hope the scales turn up on their own then.
Is there another quest in here? No, I'm just gonna have to speak to NPCs now until I find the quest that I'm looking for, right? That's not really what I had in mind for tonight.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Okay, that's...
Fine. Suit yourself. But I'll be telling people who to blame when they come begging for something new.
I mean...
Oh, that blasted book.
It seems like the type of response that I'd expect to get from an NPC when I don't want to take their quest. Which I suppose is nice. That's not an exit. This is an exit. Hello, no, this is not an exit. Hello, Jill. Crap. How do you get around this place? Wait, I'm so confused. Okay.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right? You seem...
Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble.
It's all right.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hating people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
That's not the quest that I'm looking for.
You don't want to know what it's like. Believe me.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna Google this quest because I don't have all day to figure this out. So FF16 priceless quest. Just tell me who gives it to me at least. And can I do it? Because I will be very upset if I cannot even do it. Oh, cookies. Do not allow. Prices is a side quest that you can begin during the Back to the Origin campaign. You can accept the quest from the reading table in the hideaway. That's in his office, right? Yeah, I think that's where it is.
In the crystal. What next? The advent of the Trigger herself.
Whoa, hello. Why? This is one of my pet peeves. And I've raised it before in other games as well. But if your jump button is the same as your action button, that is stupid. Like horribly, horribly stupid. Okay. It requires you have to complete it where there's a wall. Ah, okay. And where do I get that one? Damn it. It begins in the hideaway. Pick it up, speak with Joshua. You can find him near the boarding deck. Oh my word. Okay, okay. You don't look like you have a quest for me though.
Clive. This is it then, brother. Indeed.
Wait, did I already start the quest maybe? Did I miss it?
Of course. This is it then. Indeed. You're wrong. Of course. Another time.
Okay, let's check this again. Maybe I already have the quest and I'm just very, very confused. Active quests. No. These are the main quests. These are the completed quests. What a bird wants, Crystalline. Red letter day. While the cat's away, fruits of her labors. White-winged wonder. Weird science. Back to their origin. So, hang on. Okay. During the Back to Their Origin main quest, just before unlocking the final mission in Final Fantasy XVI, you can start Where There's a Will side quest. It begins in the hideaway. Finishing this quest will unlock an item for the Wall of Memories. Okay. To pick it up, speak to Joshua in the hideaway. You can find him near the boarding deck. He'll tell you about a message you received from Cyril about your father's lost will and testament. To learn more, head to Tabor in Dalmekia and speak with Cyril. Now, it's not telling me that I have an active quest. And he's not giving me a new quest. So what do I do? Do I just head towards... Do I just go to Tabor and then tell him, oh, I want stuff? And hope the quest is actually already active. Oh, is this why you want to unlock the other weapons? Because I can have him use something that looks like the Buster Sword, even though it's actually the... Okay. This isn't how you fast travel. This isn't how you fast travel either. This is how you fast travel. Okay. Tabor. I don't know where Tabor is. I would imagine it's one of these that has a quest on it. There we go. Speak with Cyril.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
That's not him.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Okay. I feel like that didn't help me at all. Is this whole stream just gonna be me trying to figure out how the hell to unlock this quest? Oh my
Of course. Another time.
Okay. I need another Google. I need another Google, you all. I need to figure out why I can't. Why can I not unlock where there's a will quest in FF16? Phoenix, heal thyself. I need to finish Phoenix, heal thyself. Phoenix, heal thyself. I don't think I have that. Where is that? That's not... Yeah, Duty Undying is the one that I'm busy with now. Okay. Sure. Which way is the infirmary again? Sorry, I'm losing my voice. That's my chambers. Oh, the infirmary is downstairs. Okay, never mind. Oh, such a riveting stream, running around in the FF16 hideaway. Trying to figure out obscure and obtuse quest chains, even though everybody has a freaking icon over their head. My streams are really just becoming rants. I'm not surprised nobody watches me anymore. Okay, so supposedly there's a quest in here.
Nearly collapsed back there.
Roderick the Physiker? No, I don't think so.
I'll be fine.
Talk to Yoked.
Please, your grace, stay. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
There we go.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua? Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
Oh, but, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Okay, I think I need to prioritize the quest because I think I need to finish it. So let's just go back to Joshua. And then see if he has a new quest. It doesn't look like there's a bubble over his head. No. Okay. So let's go and find the aqueducts. 3 roads. How do I know where the quest wants to take? Oh, this is 1. And then Duty Undying is 2. So this is where I want to go. Oh, I cannot remember the controls to this game at all. I remember something about dodging being important.
Good girl.
Wait, how do I run? Oh, there we go. I have some potions as well that I can get with some buttons. Okay, dismount. Let's just go fight some things because I need to remember how this works. Okay, so this one has got the block attack and the stone attack. And then you've got combos, very DMC style combos that you can do with holds and things. Oh, and then it's R2 to switch. So I can do Phoenix, Titan, and Arm of Darkness. Okay. I don't remember which ones are which. Can I check that again? Gear and icons. Okay, so I've got Arm of Darkness, so that's the Odin Blade, and then the Phoenix Blessing. And then I'm using Raging Fists, Impulse, and Giga Flare. Okay, so that's those two. Oh, I can do sets now. That's the thing that they mentioned. Okay. So Rising Flames, Raging Fists. I feel like there was a interesting combo that you could do. Oh, wait, can I not walk through that water? It's literally a few inches. Okay. Yeah, so I seem to recall some...
Now to find our stone wart. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
Yeah, so I vaguely recall some weird combo that you could do, and that's why I have the things set up the way that I do now, but... Wait, was that not... Is that not the dodge button? That's not the dodge button. What's the dodge button? Oh, that's the dodge button. Okay. I'm so confused. Man, what the hell? I'm confused. How do I actually use my special abilities? Oh, I need to press a button. Ah, that's how the precision dodge works. There we go. Okay. Okay, kinda remembering things. Kinda remembering, and very similar to FF13, I believe. You kind of need the, what's the word? Stagger to happen. No stagger, kind of no damage type of a deal.
As I can before reinforcements arrive. All right, that should do.
Quick complete. After completing... Sorry. Hang on. Sorry about that. After completing the main objective of some quests, you're given the option to quick travel to... Okay. Let's just go back. There we go.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord.
Sorry. I'm sure that they have a really good in-game engine explanation for why you need to literally just tap OK 3 times in that scenario to finish the quest, when you have literally no other option than to not give them the items. You can give them all the items, or you can go back out the menu and not finish the quest. There is no good reason why that needs to be 3 button presses, unless they are trying to do something questionable in the engine in the back to, I don't know, load things up without you knowing about it and pretend that you're being more interactive. It is pointless. And Yahtzee had a very good video about this on his new channel, and he was talking about press X to be stupid, and go and watch that, because this game has a bunch of those press X to be stupid moments.
Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Don't care. I don't want this whole stream just to be a rant about why I don't like FF16 as a Final Fantasy. Again, I'm not going to make this a whole rant, but I am going to go into it for those people who are interested if you are watching. But the combat in this game is fantastic. I think there's some annoying balance issues with some of the abilities and things, but that's fine. Like you can fix that, and like all the Devil May Cries have that too. Acting in this game, phenomenal. Okay, I think the voice actors have done an absolutely fantastic job with what they've been given. I think this is a bad Final Fantasy for a few reasons. Mainly, party members feel like an add-on. I often forget that even if they are there, I don't know that they're there. And that for me has always been a staple of every Final Fantasy from the first one up until 15. Even 15 had the issue where you couldn't control all the other party members, but you never felt that they were being ignored. You never forgot that they were there. Then, the other thing is, I just found the story to be extremely long-winded, and I found it to be extremely predictable as well, which is disappointing, because surprising me is something that Final Fantasy has always done as well. So that's kind of like my main issues with it. And I don't know, I've just had a hard time coming back into game. It is freaking gorgeous and the gameplay is fun, but I just cannot sit through 11 hours of cutscenes. That's longer than the Lord of the Rings trilogy, well, the OG version at least. Like, it's stupid.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
All right. Finally. No, wait. No, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. And where did we say that town was? It's this one. There we go. And then the dude was...
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous. Cyril, you found a letter from Father? Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and win back Drake's Breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all of Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This will be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and faith that I hold for both of you.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
This is the Requietry, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
My lord, Your Grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
They use an M dash. Confirmed this writing was AI.
I'm sure you know. It has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Oh, it's even got a name.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Okay, so how do I do this again? So south, 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 south. I can probably just go to this one and then jump on my chocobo. That's probably the quickest.
Run like the wind.
Wait, how do I know I'm going in the right direction? I'm not, because I'm going in the wrong one. Oh, that's the other thing. The music in this game was really, really good. I loved how they ended up mixing a bunch of the classic tunes with a bunch of the newer things as well. So the musical score in this game was absolutely fantastic.
There it is. For House Rosfield.
Ow. Whoa, hello. Ow. That's not what I thought was gonna happen. Oh, you need to hold that down for a lock. Okay. do I use Sunset Sukan again? I can't remember what that... Like, I can't remember how that works. Oh, hello. Oh, that missed. Ow! That was a swift recovery at least. Hey, 2 Heartstone. Of course I would get exactly the amount that I need.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Do the good boy. Anything else interesting around here? I mean, I'm pretty close to where the other quest is, I suppose. So I want to go back to... Oh wait, I can probably just teleport back, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, I can fast travel from anywhere. Oh, I am really struggling to not cough at the moment.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, it is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Now, is that an equipable item, or is it just an item? Oh, I still haven't done this. Wait, no. I'm probably looking for gear and icons, right? Yes, there we go. Oh, it is slightly better. Ever so slightly better. Cool. I mean, that's nice. I'm trying to see fills the Zantetsukan gauge, fills the Zantetsukan gauge, fills the Zantetsukan gauge. And then what? Oh, hold. Okay. That's the bit that I missed. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, have I not unlocked? Oh no, I have unlocked it, but I haven't mastered it. Okay.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Okay, so now I need to find map. There we go. I'm curious, how do you all feel about fast travel in games like these? Because I kind of feel like I'm missing out on a bit just by doing that the whole time.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
There we go. I don't actually have any idea where I'm going. I might have missed the boat. Oh, no. This is right. This is right. I thought it's on a cliff. This doesn't feel very... I suppose on the side of a cliff is a cliff.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Okay. So now I can move on to the next side quest, which is in the reading table. I'm only going to be finishing side quests tonight. I'm not actually going to be able to check out the new DLC yet, am I? Okay. So Clive's room is this way, I believe. Oh, concern for Jill. Wait. Priceless is a side quest. The final things you can bin during the... You can accept the quest from the reading table in the hideaway, and you requires you to have completed Where There's a Wall side quest. What am I missing? Bad feeling. I'm confused. Do I need to speak to someone still to finish the quest? No, it shows that I'm done with the quest. Yeah. Yeah, Where There's a Wall. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Let's see if I can see something. Oh, the missive is concern for Jill. Ah, freaking hell.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Yeah, see, that is not obvious, game. Thank you. Okay.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
I mean, get sold into slavery, become a hired mercenary. I can't even remember what his backstory was. But pretty much everything up until this point in the story, that's what happens when you're not there. Okay, I keep pressing the wrong button to get to the map that I want. I mean, it's not actually that far away. Oh dear.
Run like the wind.
But I can't go down there. That's no. That's not where I want to be. Why can I not jump down?
Time to fight.
Wait, what?
This won't be easy.
Nope. Nope, I'm just back where I was.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then. Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
The garden I can find by going past here and then out the back and down, right?
Say what you will.
What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Off we go. Okay, so where is this now? Oh. One day.
The High Cardinal, here in Northreach.
The Dominion's all but done for. And it's lucky we stayed here.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
It's been way too long. I don't remember what shenanigans I got up to in this town. But I feel like doing stuff in the barracks may have been related to what I did. Nope, not that. Nope, not up. That's not working. Can't you tell I don't want to fight you? I'm on the wrong side. How did that happen? Oh dear.
The High Cardinal.
The Dominion's all but done for.
That's what I heard.
And it's lucky we stayed
Was
here.
that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
He's the only one who came.
Where do I get out of this town? I just run straight.
Well, what do you think?
What do I think?
Run like the wind.
That place doesn't look safe up there, does it? No, it does not.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there. Look, brother. Do you see them?
Yeah. The flowers and our friends.
Too slow.
Why am I targeting that guy? That's not what I wanted.
What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one. Only one way to find out.
Don't know if that's good or not.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
I'm trying to remember if it was actually part of the storyline or if it was just implied, but that, like, Jill was always in love with Clive, but...
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
But yeah, then like Joshua is actually in love with Jill, and of course it's very obvious that Yote is in love with Joshua, so it's just kind of weird, all these things. But I can't remember if that was part of the storyline or if it's just kind of like implied. But it feels very Game of Thrones, doesn't it?
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You
Oh, my treasure.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Finally.
Clive.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that color before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. And they could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
Hey, Hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Please tell us you bought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you. Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close.
Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run!
Wait for us, Chief!
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then, I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
that you missed one? Aye. That were my thinking any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this, too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Quest destinations, workers of the Fallen are indicated with the purple icon of the accepting quest. To-do list. If you wish to restore the main scenario, you can do so in the Journals tab. Awesome. But that means that I just spent my entire 2-hour stream getting the prerequisite quests done for this. And now we've hit the end. So yeah, that's it. This is my last stream for the year. I really appreciate everyone who's been joining me for these. We'll see how next year goes, whether I keep this up or not. If you do want to see more content, you know the things that you need to do. Hit the like buttons, the subscribe, the follow, all those usual things. Let me know in the comments, let me know on social media, wherever you feel like reaching out to me. Because yeah, I still enjoy making this content. These last few have been a bit of a struggle because I've been sick and I don't know what's going on with me at the moment, so They haven't been as high energy and exciting as usual. Also, returning to some games that I thought would be nice to play and stream, and just realizing that maybe this is just not the season that I'm in at the moment. So if I do come back next year, I'll definitely find a few new things that I would rather want to play. But yeah, with that, I hope you all have a fantastic holiday period, and may you have a fantastic new year, and I will catch you again in 2026. Goodbye.